Hello guys, welcome to Boxing Blocks and the home of Nigerian African boxing. And please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click like and of course subscribe right now. We are back, coming back step by step, reporting boxing. Get used to this again. I know you guys miss me, love you guys are still here. Shout out to Rewands. It's not easy. Lots of fights have happened and I've not really been able to cover it live. Yeah, we'll do it. No wala. Moses Itauma, the promising fighter. Turkey actually wants him to face Alexander Usyk for all the marbles. How good is Itauma? Is he the next big thing, or is he an overhyped Britain? What do you think, Adewale?
This is my honest assessment of Itauma. Because of his physical skills, and I'm talking about he's a southpaw, he has good footwork, he's a hard puncher, and he knows that he has good head movements, he slips punches here and there, and he's a very good counter puncher. Those attributes have made him look almost invincible. However, I'm not going to jump into conclusion yet because you see, the British media is always guilty of overhyping their athletes. They do it all the time. And that's one of the reasons I'm not going to jump over and be super happy about Itauma, although I think he's a very good fighter. And I believe he will most likely become a heavyweight champion if all this hype does not get in his head. So I'll pump my brakes. I've been hearing conversations of they wanted to put Turkey al Sheikh. And you see, this is a problem. This is a potential problem. It's a double-edged sword, what Turkey brings to the table. Turkey was mentioning that he wants to put Itauma in the ring with Usyk. Now, that's a very bad move. That's a very selfish move. If Itauma is offered a fight against Usyk for maybe one of the titles, I think Itauma will be coerced to take the fight. And it's a wrong move. He's not supposed to take such a fight. He's not ready. His best win was against that guy from Australia. I can't remember his name now. That's 6'6" guy. Man, I can't remember his name. Tall Australian guy. Decent fighter too. Itauma knocked him out in one round. Listen, I don't think Itauma is ready for the pressure they're putting him on. You don't need to compare Itauma with Mike Tyson of 1986 because Mike Tyson won a heavyweight title when he was 19. And then you're wanting Itauma. He's already 20, so he's not going to beat that record anymore. But you're trying to compare Itauma with Mike Tyson. That's completely different. Tyson used to knock everybody out viciously. Tyson was a machine. Itauma is a machine, but it's not as vicious as Mike Tyson was in 1986. So people need to pump their brakes on Itauma. Leave the young man to grow, to develop. He's just 20. There is no point trying to compare yourself with Mike Tyson or anybody else. Live your own life. Develop your lane. After all, Muhammad Ali is considered the greatest heavyweight of all time, or one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. And he didn't win a heavyweight title when he was 19 or 20. So allow Itauma develop. Give him some more fights. The fight against Dillian White is a very good measuring stick to know how good he is. I know he's going to knock out Dillian. So to me, it's not even fully a measuring stick because Dillian has been garbage in his last couple of fights. So I know Itauma is going to knock him out. After Dillian White is knocked out by Itauma, give him a step-up fight. Maybe give him someone like, if Parker is still around, you can give him a Parker, or you can, give him someone that is like his contemporary, Jared Anderson. If he defeats those guys, then we can start talking about intercontinental or world titles.
Yeah, man, I have to appreciate you for that take. I think you're right. At the same time, I think he should be tested. And White is a big test, a huge test. Especially if White gets in that zone of, the Jamaican, is it Jamaican Rastafari? Is it Rastafari?
Rude boy.
No, no,
Rude boy win.
rude boy. That's fair, that's different. Yeah, Jamaican rude boy. If he gets into that flow, it becomes a real fight. You know, and Itauma hasn't really said anything bad about Dillian White so far. Itauma, is he a trash talker or just a laid back guy? I don't know. He doesn't trash talk.
No, Itauma is very. One thing about Itauma, if you're listening to his interview,
I want to know:
like
is he pretending, or is that just how he is?
We don't know, right? We can't really tell.
Because remember, people used to say Joshua pretend, Joshua this, Joshua do that. Yeah, but Joshua just like, of course, Joshua, came from the street and stuff like that. But he also learned how to speak well and stuff. Itauma, in my opinion, he's not from the street, so I think he grew up very decent. So it's a little bit different. So I want to know: is that his real character, or does he have a different one that we don't see? Because I think somebody has to bring that out, and Jeremy Miller might do that, but Jeremy Miller didn't want to fight Itauma. He said, yeah, it's too for him. It's too. He needs to work his way up, according to Miller. And Miller, in my opinion, himself, he needs to work his way up as well because he's failed drug test multiple times, right?
Yeah, but I mean, Miller came back with a win. That was a robbery. The draw against Andy Ruiz.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah. It's true. You're right. But we'll see how you unfold.
I don't want them to put it out, bro. Let me just say with this last point. Sorry. I don't want them to ruin Itauma because if the guy gets knocked out badly by one of these guys, he might never recover. You saw what happened to Jared Anderson. That's how they were hyping Jared Anderson up. See where he is today. So they better pace that guy.
Yeah, that's true. But anyways, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Itauma is the next big thing according to the British. I don't know, man. I'm not. I think because I'm a Joshua fan, hardcore, and I haven't really gotten time to embrace other fighters fully. Like, of course, the way I embraced the Ajagba as well. And Itauma is not really visible, bro. He's just, I think he's he's an introvert guy. We don't see him on interviews. We don't really see. I know Joshua used to give those IFL iconic interviews. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
He used to give those IFL iconic interviews, but Itauma has never done that one before, bro. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to see more of his character at some point, but it would be nice. Because being a fighter is not just enough. Even though he looks the part, he's very handsome. He's good looking. He talks well. But if you're not putting yourself outside as a boxer, you're just gonna be in your own bubble, basically. I feel, I'm not saying it should be like Derek Chisora, because I don't know who's more crazy, who's crazier than Chisora in boxing right now. that guy has been fighting since forever, bro.
He's a dinosaur. That man is a dinosaur,
bro. and he, even if he loses, Chisora fight. That's why the UK love him. The love he gets in the UK is crazy. Even if you,
Chisora is a legend.
He will always.
That's boxing. That's a boxing legend.
He will leave everything in the ring.
Yeah.
And that's why when he called Dubois a quitter, even Frank Warren couldn't counter that.
Dubois, Chisora is the only guy that can say anything to any fighter.
I feel so. I feel so because even though you might say he has his losses and stuff like that, people always, but you have to look at how those fights went. Like, he fights the same way. If he says war, meaning he's coming to take your head off, or you take his head off. I remember that was it the Dillian White first fight or second fight when they fought, when he bullied Dillian White until he got tired and Dillian White clipped him with a left hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, he was winning that fight hands down.
Yeah, it was bullying Dillian White, bro. Now at that time, Dillian White was still Dillian White. We know the left hook was crazy.
Yeah, he was still strong.
So if he doesn't have that left hook, then it's done.
Yeah.
I feel it's done. So yeah. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate
I
it. And
appreciate you,
I
brother.
will catch. We'll talk more. We'll talk soon. Talk again soon. And big ups to you, bro. God bless you.
Yes, sir, bro. God bless, bro.
Thanks, bro.